Hey guys, I'm Mike Levitsky. Welcome to another YouTube guitar lesson. Today we're going to be looking at a lick that I call the Isn't She Lovely lick. Before I get too far, let me ask you guys to give this video a thumbs up if it helps you in any way. Down in the comments, let me know how it helped you or how it could help you more if I can explain something a little bit better. Also, if you like this video and you want to learn more things like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to get a video out every week, if not every few days, especially here at the beginning, to try to build up a stock of guitar lessons. Without further ado, let's get into it. This is called the Isn't She Lovely lick. Reason being, it is the same melodic structure as the melody to the song Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder. It didn't start out that way. It just started out as a lick that I like to play, but the more that I kind of messed with it and tried to get it ready for this video so I could show you guys a lot of things you can do with it, I realized that it is the melody to Isn't She Lovely. You'll notice in the intro, I've just played it kind of as a jam lick. I'll show you a little bit later in this video how it looks over the chords for the Stevie Wonder song Isn't She Lovely. It's again in the key of A or A minor, and we're always going to be working in the key of A or A minor in these videos just to keep everything kind of in the center of the neck, and so that every video you watch of mine will fit together and you'll get really used to moving around in this key. Now I know some of you guys out there will say, well, you need to learn songs in every key. I agree, but I'm not going to teach them in every key. I'm going to teach them in A. It's your responsibility to learn them in other keys. So the scale that you're going to need, or at least the pattern that we've been working in the last few videos, is going to be the same in this one and probably the next few until we start really branching out. And that's going to be the A minor pentatonic or the A minor blues scale, and we've been adding a few extra notes here and there. That looks like this: 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8 for the pentatonic, and for the blues we're going to add that E flat in there, and it's 5, 8, 5, 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8. So you want to be pretty comfortable with that. If you're not, that's okay. These videos are designed to help you get more and more comfortable with that scale, and also the extension of that, which we'll work on a little bit more in subsequent videos. Today, for this lick, we're going to be targeting the note E on the second string, 5th fret, the note E. But before we can play this lick, we have to learn a technique known as a grace note, and we're going to use a sliding technique to play this grace note. Now if you already know how to do this, you can scrub ahead a little bit until I start talking about the licks, but if not, stick around. We're going to be targeting the note E, and before we play the note E, we're going to play the note E flat, which is the 4th fret of the second string. So we're going to pick E flat, ooh, which kind of sounds harsh, and then we're going to slide our finger up 1 fret into the note E. And you're going to do that by keeping the pressure down on your index finger and pulling it along. So if you have sticky fingers or your fingers are a little bit sweaty, this might be kind of hard. It might stick to the fretboard. But just kind of fight your way through and you'll be okay. Now you can go with the thumb like this, like slide the whole hand, or you can just move the index finger like this on the fretboard. So either way works. Whatever's comfortable for you, you do that. So we're going from E flat to E on the second string. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go pick, slide, pick, slide, pick, slide, pick, slide, pick, slide, pick, slide. So I like to think of it as 16th notes, as I do with my students, and we count 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 16 notes and so on, and we slide on the 1 E and the 3 E. So we're going to go 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E. Okay, we'll speed it up. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, and then 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 E and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 E and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 E and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, so on and so forth until eventually you're up to. Okay, it almost sounds like it's happening at the same time, but it's not. It's pick, then slide. So we're approaching that from below, E flat up to E. The next note we're going to play is the note D. And we're going to approach this also from E flat. So we could go down to there on the second string. But because we want to stay within this shape, this scale shape, we're going to target our E flat on the 3rd string on the 8th fret. So we're going to play the 8th fret with our 3rd finger, and then we're going to slide down to the note D. So E flat to D. Same thing, only the other way. Okay, so we got one going up and one going down. One going up, one going down. Now you could do it right here. You can do them both right here. But to stay within that scale, I like to do this. So I'm going to reach down, slide in, then I'm going to reach all the way up, grab this one, the 7th or the 8th fret, pick it and slide down to the 7th fret. So 4, 5, 8, 7. 4, 5, 8, 7. We're going to put that together like this. Now, here's just the basics of the lick right here. You're just going to play now the 5th fret on the 3rd string, and then you're going to end on the note A, which is the 7th fret, the 4th string. So that little lick sounds like this. Which that is a sweet lick right there. I really like that one. I use it a lot over the blues. Here it is just over the first couple changes of the blues. So there you can see how you can use it over the blues changes. I mean, it's a great sounding lick, just simple like that. Okay, now let's get into the lick how I played it on the intro. So you're going to slide from the 4th fret to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, which is going to be from E flat to E. Then you're going to slide E flat down to D, okay, which is 8 down to 7. And then you're going to play the note C. Okay, and on C you're going to pull it just a little bit like we did on the last video on the simple lick. If you haven't watched a simple lick, check out the simple lick. So for pulling on the C, because that's a great note to pull on. You can always pull on that and get a little bit of movement. So we got, see, just a tiny bit. Then we're going to hammer back on up to the D there. Okay, so we got. The next part of the lick you could put it over the blues, but it's going to be a little hard for some people to listen to because it's the sharp 5 of this chord. You're staying in an A chord. So we're going to go up to that. And that's just, I like this. I think it sounds really sweet. So we play the first half of the lick. And then we're going to go slide into it, E flat to E, then up to F. Okay? And I do it 2 times. And then I slide down into the D. Okay? And then I'm going to end on that C. Okay, so we got 3, 4. Then I did something like just hammering on. I did 5, 7, 5 on the 4th string down to the 3rd string, or up to the 3rd string. So you got 3, 4. Extension. Okay, we're going up to that note. You can play with the pinky. You just give it a little extension. I think it sounds kind of cool. So if you put all this together, you can jam just by yourself. You don't even need backing chords. And that sounds like this. Octave, right? You can take the same exact lick up an octave, and I'll do a video on how to move things around by octaves using the extended pentatonic scale, but it's going to be right here. Same lick. And then just that. I'll let you figure that one out on your own. Do a little bit of homework, and you can get it. It's not too bad. I'll play it for you. Fingering doesn't really matter. I play a little bit different every time. Depends on where I'm going, but pick what fingers are comfortable for you. 3, 4. Let me give you the chords I played for it over the intro, and then I'll show you how to play it as a melody as Isn't She Lovely? At least the A section. So the chords I played were A minor 7. Okay? If you don't know these chords, I'll put them in the tab, okay? So you can look at that. So A minor 7, and I'm I'm just playing these little shell voicings, so it's going to be 5, skip a string, and then 5, 5. Okay, and then I'm going to play a D7, just like the blues, okay, or the minor blues. You can also play a D9, sounds cool, or you can play a D7 with an A in the bass, okay, which sounds kind of neat too, but we're going to go that D7, which is going to be 5 on the 5th string, and then 4 on the 4th string, and 5 on the 3rd string. D7. So we got A7, D7. I'm going to go down to this chord, which is like a G suspended kind of a thing. G7 suspended. The notes of that are going to be 3, skip a string, 3, 5. So G suspended. Going to just a C chord, which is just C, E, C. And that's going to be the note, the frets, 3 on the 5th string, 2 on the 4th string, and 5 on the 3rd string. So those chords are... It becomes the Stevie Wonder, Isn't She Lovely? I don't know if this is the key that he does it in, but let me play it in, or as a kind of, as a groove that he plays it in. 1, 2, same lick, here we go. And that's where you gotta stop, because then it goes into the B section and the chords change. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll let this play for a little bit, and you can play the melody line over it. Hey guys, I hope that helped you out today. It's a super simple lick. Really, you're just doing this. That's it. And then what really makes it sing and what makes it sound really good is the rhythm and the way that we approach it. Sliding into those notes. Pulling on them a little bit. That's what makes it top. So you really want to work on the subtleties of your playing. Anyone can go... But just that little, and that stuff's tough. I know that it's tough. And you guys, if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're a beginner, intermediate. You may be advanced and just pulling on licks and getting some stuff, and that's cool. But stick with it. Keep at it. Don't just say like, I'll never get it, so I'm not going to try. Keep trying, and over time, it'll come. It'll come a little bit at a time. So just work on those bends and work on that. And just work on your feel and listen to guitar players who play with a lot of feel and try to copy that. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to learn more, check out some of my other videos. I'll be teaching several licks and jams and things that are accessible to beginner and intermediate players, but also that sound good. They're easy to play or simple to play. They may take a little bit of work, but I think that they sound good. I think they're worth your time. Sometimes the beginner lick videos, they're just kind of boring or they don't sound that great. I think everything that I'm trying to teach you guys you'll use for the rest of your career. Like, it's approachable now, but you'll use it for the rest of the time you play guitar. It's not like, oh yeah, I learned that lick a long time ago, I'll never play it again. So, I'll see you guys next time, and yeah, let me know how this is working out for you. Bye.